Thanks for staying with us. You're watching WION World is One, and this is Speed News. Let's start with all the top stories making headlines today. Iran's Revolutionary Guard said that the Strait of Hormuz would never return to its former state. The Iranian side warned the United States and Israel of what it described as a new security order emerging in the Persian Gulf. The Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps said in a post on X that the Strait of Hormuz will never return to its former state, especially for America and Israel. Iran's parliament speaker Mohammad Bagher Ghalibaf has warned that the entire region is going to burn as he accused Donald Trump of following Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's commands. In a post on X, Ghalibaf said the only solution was to respect the rights of the Iranian people and end this dangerous game. His tweet came after Trump's Truth Social post in which he warned Tehran that Tuesday will be Power Plant Day and Bridge Day, all wrapped in one, in Iran if the country does not make a deal or open the Strait of Hormuz. He appeared to extend the 48-hour deadline to Tuesday, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, soon after a cryptic post on social media. The state-run Iran daily newspaper said in an online message that an airstrike in a residential area of Qom killed at least 5 people. Qom is the holy Shiite seminary city, which is south of Tehran. It is not unclear what the target of the strike was. Iranian state media reported that at least 13 people killed in attack on residential areas southeast of Tehran. Well, according to reports, fresh airstrikes on Iran's capital targeted the Sharif University of Technology. Iranian media reported the strikes and damage to buildings there, as well as a natural gas distribution site next to the campus. It is not immediately clear what had been targeted on the grounds of the university, which is empty of students as the war has forced all schools in the country into online classes. However, multiple countries over the years have sanctioned the university for its work with the military, particularly on Iran's ballistic missile program, which is controlled by the country's paramilitary Revolutionary Guards. President Donald Trump has drawn ire for delivering an expletive-laden attack on Iran that sparked criticism on Capitol Hill and beyond. Senator Chris Van Hollen posted on X that Trump is clearly unfit to be the president, but do not let that explain away the evil of his threatening war crimes against the Iranian people on Easter Sunday, no less. Democratic Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer said on X, and I quote him here, "As you head off to church and celebrate with friends and family, the President of the United States is ranting like an unhinged madman on social media." Trump's expletive-laden threat has not just sparked political firestorm but also triggered 25th Amendment debate. Senator Chris Murphy, a Democrat from Connecticut, posted on X, and I quote him here, "If I were in Trump's cabinet, I would spend Easter calling constitutional lawyers about the 25th Amendment." Well, this is what Murphy posted. The Iranian Foreign Ministry said Iran will retaliate in kind against any attacks on its national infrastructure. This as it warned that the Iranian armed forces were prepared to target US-linked assets in response to any act of aggression. Foreign Ministry spokesman Ismail Baghai stated that Tehran's reaction would be a reciprocating measure following recent threats against the country's bridges, power plants and other infrastructure. An Iranian government spokesperson said dozens of universities, schools and research facilities have been damaged by US-Israeli air attacks. Iran's English-language news channel, Press TV, quoted government spokesperson as saying that overall more than 100,000 civilian sites have been affected nationwide since the war began on February 28 this year. Iran said electronic warfare forced emergency landing of 4 US military aircraft. It added that multiple US aircraft were destroyed during a mission to recover a downed pilot in southern Isfahan. This is according to Ibrahim Zolfakiri, spokesperson for the IRGC's Khatam al-Anbiya Central Headquarters, who called the US rescue operation a complete failure. The spokesperson said 2 C-130 military transport planes and 2 Black Hawk helicopters were destroyed by Iran's armed forces. United Arab Emirates said its air defenses are actively engaging with missiles and drone threats. Interceptions are said to be underway while blast sirens were reported across country. Kuwait's army has said its air defenses are working to intercept missiles and drones towards the Gulf nation's territory. The country previously said it was responding to similar attacks overnight from Sunday to Monday. On Sunday, in fact, 2 power and desalination plants were hit, allegedly by an Iranian drone. Iran did not accept or deny the accusation. Two people were killed in Iranian airstrike on Haifa. Israeli firefighters carried out search operations for missing people in the rubble of a residential building in Haifa after it was struck by an Iranian missile. According to paramedics, 9 people have been wounded with shrapnel and other blast-related injuries. Iranian Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi spoke with External Affairs Minister Jaishankar amid sharply escalating rhetoric from Washington. Jaishankar posted on X, received a call from Foreign Minister Araghchi of Iran to discuss the present situation. Well, this marked their 6th conversation since the outbreak of the West Asia conflict on February 28th. The Iranian embassy in New Delhi said the two sides discussed bilateral relations as well as regional and international developments, underscoring continued engagement amid a fast-moving crisis. Bangladesh is facing a growing measles outbreak, with health authorities reporting 94 suspected deaths, most of them children, over the past 19 days. Nearly 5,800 suspected cases have been recorded across the country, indicating the situation may be far more serious than initially believed. Officials say only 9 of those deaths have been laboratory confirmed as measles so far. However, the rapid rise in infections, particularly since March, has raised significant public health concerns. Nigeria's army said that it had rescued 31 civilians who were taken hostage during an attack on a church in northwest Kaduna state, while 5 people were found dead at the scene. The army said the attack had taken place during an Easter church service in Ariko village in the Kachiha local government area. Troops were in pursuit of the attackers, well, it added. The chairman of the Christian Association of Nigeria for Kaduna State, Kebil Maji, said that 2 churches were attacked in Ariko village on Sunday. He said that 7 people were killed and an unknown number were taken hostage. Local residents marched in the southern Mexican city of Veracruz in protest of an oil spill that has affected the Gulf of Mexico coastline for weeks. Mexican officials said they are investigating two possible causes of the spill: natural seepage and an unidentified vessel that authorities are still trying to identify. The head of the Mexican Navy said satellite images show a slick off the coast and noted that any one of 13 vessels that had passed through the area could potentially be responsible for the discharge. The Indian Meteorological Department issued an orange alert for Rajasthan, Bihar and Jharkhand, predicting heavy rains today. As per latest weather report, two western disturbances in quick succession are likely to affect northwest India during the week, with peak activity expected tomorrow and day after. Furthermore, isolated heavy rainfall is likely in Kashmir Valley on 7th of April. Pakistan Meteorological Department has predicted widespread rain and thunderstorms in northeast of Balochistan, lower Khyber Pakhtunkhwa and South Punjab for today. The MET office also issued a warning saying there were chances of flash floods in northeast Balochistan, lower KP and hill torrents of Punjab's Dera Ghazi Khan due to heavy rainfall.
Make your computer easier to use. On-screen keyboard.
The crew of the Artemis II mission sent Easter greetings to Earth on April 5th as they entered the fifth day of their mission. Commander Reid Weissman, pilot Victor Glover, and mission specialist Christina Koch and Jeremy Hansen spoke about the Easter holiday. As Koch said, the crew even hid space-appropriate Easter eggs around the spacecraft. New Yorkers marked Easter Sunday by taking to Fifth Avenue in festive costumes, turning one of the city's most famous thoroughfares into a colorful parade of springtime creativity. Crowds gathered outside St. Patrick's Cathedral, where participants showcased everything from traditional Easter outfits to pets dressed in costumes. Global markets opened the week on edge as Donald Trump warned of severe action if Iran fails to reopen the Strait of Hormuz. Oil prices jumped over 1% while equities showed mixed movement across Asia. Despite OPEC announcing higher output, supply concerns persist due to regional conflict damage. Investors are watching geopolitical risks alongside key U.S. economic data and upcoming Federal Reserve decisions. Meanwhile, U.S. job growth surprised positively, but uncertainty over inflation and rates continue to weigh on sentiment. Oil prices jumped Monday as escalating tensions between United States, Israel and Iran raised fears of major supply disruptions. Brent crude rose above $110 a barrel, while WTI also extended gains after last week's sharp rally. The Strait of Hormuz remains largely restricted, threatening global shipments from key Gulf producers. Buyers are scrambling for alternative supplies, boosting demand for U.S. and North Sea crude. Despite a planned output increase by OPEC, ongoing conflict and damaged infrastructure are limiting production, keeping markets volatile. The US dollar stayed steady as investors reacted to escalating tensions between US and Iran, with focus on a deadline set by Donald Trump to reopen the Strait of Hormuz. Safe haven demand supported the dollar, while the Japanese yen hovered near the critical 160 level, raising concerns of possible intervention by Japan. Rising oil prices are fueling inflation fears and clouding the global outlook, with markets now expecting delayed action from the Federal Reserve amid growing economic uncertainty. Britain is stepping up efforts to attract AI firm Anthropic as it seeks to capitalize on reported tensions between the company and the US Defense Department. According to Financial Times, the UK government has put forward a range of proposals aimed at expanding Anthropic's presence in the country. These include plans to grow the company's office operations in London, as well as the possibility of a dual stock listing to strengthen its financial footprint. The move is part of a broader strategy by Britain to position itself as a global hub for artificial intelligence amid intensifying competition for top tech companies. Anthropic has announced a major change to how its coding assistant cloud work can be used with third-party tools, the codes, making such usage more expensive for subscribers. Users will no longer be able to use their existing subscription limits for third-party harnesses like OpenEClaw and will instead have to pay extra under a separate pay-as-you-go model. The company said this change will apply to all third-party tools over time, as its current subscription model was not designed to support the heavy usage patterns of such integrations. Anthropic added that the move is part of a broader effort to manage infrastructure demand and ensure long-term sustainability of its AI services. Defending champions Royal Challengers Bangalore defeated the Super Kings by 43 runs to secure their second win of the 2026 IPL season. Bengaluru got off to a strong start after being put in to bat, with Virat Kohli scoring a quick 28 and Phil Salt adding 46, while Devdutt Padikkal made a 50. Rajat Patidar and Tim David then took charge with a 99-run stand in just 36 balls as David smashed 70 of 25. RCB finished on 250 for 3. In reply, Chennai lost 3 early wickets and they were eventually bowled out for 207 in 19.4 overs. Bhuvneshwar Kumar led the bowling attack for Bengaluru with 3 wickets. This was 5-time IPL champions' third consecutive defeat.